join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. Since we are recording, please state your name before you speak. New business, item A, SD 2025-5. Mark?
Mark Bonwell, Montgomery County Building Commissioner. Your case today is subdivision 2025-5. And your case is to consider the preliminary plat of the Fugate Vault 4401 subdivision. The applicant is Louisa Fugate, and the owner is Louisa Fugate. Property location is the 2000 East block of 1200 North in Linden, Indiana. The land use and zoning, existing land use is agricultural row crop. Existing zoning is agricultural. And the proposed property use is to be, the proposed property use to be industrial, which will require a rezone. The petitioner requests preliminary plat approval of the Fugate Vault plat. The proposed plat splits a 3-acre parcel from an 142-acre property. Your road system is 1200 North, and ingress-egress easement struck from the town of Linden across the access to the 2 water wells on 1200 North. Your land use ordinance is a zoning ordinance. The proposed plat access to 1200 North does not meet the requirements of Chapter 159 for the lot frontage, so that's why you have a waiver request in your packet, which you will need to address the waiver prior to addressing the plat. Special flood hazard area is not located on the proposed side of the plat. The legal drain, Elijah Fugate, is delineated on the 142 acres but does not impede on the proposed platted area. Stormwater drainage ordinance was not evaluated in this plat review. Any development that locates on the proposed property would be required to submit calculations for drainage plan prior to the final plat. And the address numbering system can be met with a proposed plat. The petitioner has submitted all the necessary items for preliminary plat approval, and the request meets the preliminary plat requirements of the subdivision code. Based on the above findings, staff does recommend approval of the preliminary plat and also recommends approval of the waiver.
Thank you, Mark. Does the petitioner have anything to add?
Preston Evans, I work for Vault 4401. The applicant is Louisa Fugate, but we're here to answer questions. I do not have anything to add.
Thank you, Preston. Does the board have any questions for Mr. Evans?
I was just curious. I know the water wells are there, so evidently it has no effect on the water wells for Linden, and they're good with it.
That's correct. The town of Linden is good with our location, and it should not have any effect on the water wells.
Good. Thanks.
Any additional questions? Okay, well, thank you, Preston.
Thank you.
Okay, at 4:04, I'm going to open the public hearing. Closed at 4:04.
So as Mark mentioned, you'll need to make a motion on the waiver first. The waiver is because of the lack of the road frontage required. And so your subdivision control ordinance does allow you to grant waivers. But in order to approve the plat, you have to grant the waiver first, and then you could have a motion on the plat.
Stephen Canfield, Plan Commissioner. I want to make a motion to grant the waiver for the road frontage. Anything else need to be added to that?
I'll second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor to approve the motion for the waiver, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay. So now we need a motion on the plot itself, correct, Dan? Yes. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the plot.
Ask a question?
Yes.
So, so we're approving the plat, then we come back and look at changing the purpose then later.
Correct. Yeah, the plat is merely approving the subdivision of land, and so as, there's a site plan in there which shows the, what the new lot would look like carved out of the field. So at this stage, all we're doing is saying that that subdivision can be accomplished in terms of a division of land. We don't deal with any of the use issues today. That will have to come later, and it would come before you for recommendation at a later time. And so we'll have, that tends to cover a lot more issues when you get to land use, but we'll have that later.
Yeah, I move approval.
Second. A motion and a second. All in favor to approve the plot, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you. No other business, Mark?
No, this was your only agenda item for today.
Okay.
And I'll remind you that your next meeting is on August 12th.
Okay, thank you. I move to adjourn. Second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.